The Achensee Railway is Europe's oldest coach railway, which is still steam operated. The railway starts at Jenbach station in Tyrol, Austria. Today I will take the Achensee Railway to Seespitz. The coach railway has been reopening since April 30th. First only on weekends, then in the transitional period almost daily with 3 trains, and since June 25th there are 5 trains per day. I arrived in Jenbach at 10 am. And I still have a little time to observe the preparations for the first trip of the day to Seespitz at Achensee Lake. First I have to buy a ticket, and then the locomotive comes off to bring the wagons to the departure platform. Today, one open and one closed car are pushed by the locomotive number 4 called Hannah. The well-filled train leaves Jenbach at 5 minutes to 11. In the next 30 minutes, the locomotive blasts up to a height of 970 meters. That means now it's going 440 meters uphill with a maximum incline of 160 per thousand. Incidentally, first you can hear the steam locomotive, and sometime later the train finally appears in front of the camera to cover the last few meters to the highest point of the route. After 3.6 kilometers, the train reaches the highest point of the route in Eben. Here the locomotive is moved to pull the train the last 3 kilometers to Seespitz. Now it goes down to the Achensee Lake with an incline up to 25 per thousand. It doesn't take much time, and then the wonderful blue Achensee Lake comes into my view. But that also means the end of the journey. And that apparently in the middle of the route? Here's no platform. The locomotive just goes away. Oh, okay. The locomotive comes back and pushes the train to Seespitz station. And now it's getting exciting because the locomotive needs water, and that comes from the lake. Fully automatic, pumped by the stream of the steam locomotive with a pulsometer. The pipe for the steam is already connected to the locomotive. All you have to do is to turn the water crane, and then you can start pumping water. In the pulsometer there are 2 chambers that are connected by a ball valve. That means that the valve is opened or closed by different pressures in the chambers. Steam flows into one chamber and pushes the water out of the chamber through the outlet valve. The vapor cools, condenses and creates a negative pressure. Water is not longer pumped outside. The ball valve closes and interrupts the steam supply. The steam present condenses further and creates a large negative pressure. So fresh water can flow into the chamber through the suction valve. As soon as the ball valve has closed, the same process begins in the second chamber, and the water from the lake gradually enters the locomotive's water tank until it's full. In the meantime, the boat for the round trip across Achensee Lake has also reached the landing station next to the train station. The locomotive number 4 is now ready to depart again and makes its way back along the lake. The locomotive stays in front of the train for the entire journey back to Jenbach. And I have time to enjoy the view a little longer. Back in Jenbach, it's time to fill up the coal on the locomotive before it makes its way to Seespitz for the third and last time of the day, as she has done so many times since 1889.